What's up, people? It's your man Urb Lover coming from your mama's basement. Sitting here eating me some lunch. But anyway, I know a lot of you guys probably say, well, Urban, where have you been? It's not too much to talk about. You know, I got to the point where I didn't want to keep making videos every game because everybody and the whales in the water, you know, the monkeys that swing from a tree, everybody know the Lakers. Hopefully, the Lakers' goal is to get to the lottery. But after the game against Memphis Grizzlies, it seems things have changed. But I want to bring some hope and some light to you guys. This is the Lakers. The Lakers is in the top 5 as a business organization. You know, they bring the most money to the NBA. You know, besides, I think the Knicks are number 1 and the Lakers are number 2. Got a lot of good money, stockholders and all that. I'm a conspiracy theorist, and I believe the Lakers are still going to get a lottery pick. Trust and believe. The reason why I say this is because they already know that Brooklyn's pick is going to the Celtics, and the Celtics are already a playoff contender. Now, the Celtics still might get the 3rd pick. Only reason why I don't think they're going to let the Celtics get the number 1 pick. They're already a pretty good team. And a lot of old fans would love to see that old rivalry of the Lakers versus the Celtics. The Lakers are going to get Lonzo Ball. Trust and believe. I done called on the mighty NBA gods and they done told me, yes, we're going to get Lonzo. Anyway, they played against Memphis. I said this before and I say it again. I've been said the Lakers can score with anybody. The biggest problem with the Lakers was their defense. Lou Walton, I just want to kiss you on your forehead, buddy, because you finally listened. In the last, 4 games, you actually started to do something that I've been saying for a while. By putting Larry Nance at the center spot, letting Julius Randle play the center, and you see the results. I mean, Larry Nance is pretty good at the center spot, and Julius Randle get to roam around. He's not stuck in the middle because I think Larry Nance is a better defender than Julius. Julius played pretty good in Memphis, though. I got to give him credit for that. He played pretty good. Defense was pretty good. He had a couple blocks. I think he had, 1 or 2 blocks? Let me look at his stats. Played pretty good. I don't really want to talk too much about Memphis. But anyway, I was just happy. We're excited that the Lakers came out and won. I know a lot of fans were like, well, you know, we got to lose so we can get that draft pick. Listen, they're going to make sure the Lakers get that draft pick. Trust and believe. They're not going to let the Lakers stink it up for the rest, for 4 or 5 years. It's not going to happen. Okay, the league is not going to let that happen. Like I said, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I believe in business 101. There, that is. Ingram, the last couple games been rolling since the All-Star break. I think he's averaging like 15 points, something like that. And he's doing pretty good to me. Playing pretty good, being more aggressive and knocking down his shots. Still can't hit the 3 ball consistently, but the jump shots are falling. Everything else is pretty good. You know, he got that long left, the long right, and going to the basket. He, got a nice little length for him, and I like that. Julius Randle, another good game against Memphis, 18 points, 11 boards. And I think it was 1 for 4. He's starting to take more threes. Like I said, I don't mind him taking threes, and it's just a fun game, because they were winning. So he just took a couple of them. He was open, and it's okay because if you open, you got to sometimes knock down that shot and you have confidence in it. And as long as he hover around, I say 2 to 3 3-pointers, that's cool. Now, if he start really becoming a 3-point threat, not really a 3-point threat, but to the point where he can start banging and shooting like 38% from the 3-point arc, then we can talk about it. Larry Nance, another good game, 14 rebounds, 12 points, 3 steals, a block, 1 assist. The guy, he has that neck to get in the lane, the passing lane when the opponent is passing the ball. And he gets that, gets that hand out there to get that little interception, which turns into a steal that turns into either a layup or a dunk, which I like. And that's why I like Larry Nance, because I love his energy, Mr. Utility. Love what he brought, when they put him in the starting spot since Avika Subak has been, out, for a while. But anyway, Jordan Clarkson had, back-to-back bad games. Got to pick it up. He had a 1 game where he scored 30-something, then kind of went away. Mr. Consistency, we used to call him at the beginning of the season. One thing I like, one thing about Jordan Clarkson, I say over and over again, man, he got to hit the basket. I know you got to, if the shot is there, take it. I understand that, but sometimes you can put that ball on the floor, man, and be more creative getting to the basket. Trust and believe, especially when you ain't hit no free throws in that game against Memphis. That's because you stood out and took a lot of jumpers instead of just going to the basket. Free throws, bring points at the end of the day. Get to the basket, young man. I've been saying over and over again. You took 5. I know that 1 game where you were like, 8 for 10 behind the 3-point arc. That was cool. You was hot. But sometimes when you're cold, brother, you got to find another way to score. And you don't got to sit behind the 3-point and live behind that. Let Russell do that. That's Russell's specialty. Sit behind that arc and shoot that 3. And Russell had another outstanding game. Free throws, he was getting fouls going his way and all that stuff, man. He did have 5 turnovers. The only thing that kind of gave a little cloud over his game. But other than that, 9 for 17, 3 for 6 behind the arc, 7 for 7 for free throw line, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. He had a good game. Drew Clay had 4 assists too. But like I said, I'm just happy to see that Luke Walton is finally letting these guys play. They're getting the minutes and just enjoying it, man. I mean, just enjoy, playing the game. The biggest thing for the Lakers had always been their Achilles heel is defense. And as you can see, like I said, if the Lakers really want to play defense, they can. Robinson, I am excited. He's getting playing time now. Thank you. I think Black, they didn't play him, or I don't know if he didn't make it. I don't know what, but Robinson got some playing time. 20 minutes. He had 10 boards, 12 points, 2 steals. I love Robinson energy. And don't get me wrong, I like Black's energy too. Don't get me wrong, but I just think that Black is playing out of position as a center. Now against the second unit, that'd be cool, but I like Larry Nance as that backup center when they go small. Now Tar Black is pretty good, like I said, playing against the backup unit. But I love to see Robinson play. I'm thankful that they finally gave him some minutes. He had 5 offensive boards, 10 rebounds. He had 3 guys in double-doubles. That's good, man. I mean, my goodness. But keep in mind also, let's be real, Gasol wasn't there. Would it made a difference? I don't think so, because we beat them with Gasol there the one game. And actually, I think we blew them out, if I'm not mistaken. But we beat them in that one game. And the only game they really beat us is when Tony Allen took over. But in that, we played pretty good. Nwaba, he had a 19 game against the Clippers. This game, he didn't do too much, but I like Nwaba for his defense. The dude played high around the rim. I love him. I'm glad the Lakers signed him. That's a beautiful thing. And this is one thing I want to share with you guys. I know you guys going to laugh, but I'm going to laugh too. This is the real reason why to talk about. I want to talk about this trade rumor. Yes, a trade rumor. How real it is, I don't know. But this is from Screaming Row, SB Nation. And this basically said, a Lakers trade rumor, the Magic might be interested in Luol Deng. And this is from Harrison Fagan, and I know he was just joking, but anyway, it's funny because this is what he had to say. All right. Now, wait, let me get back to the top. It say, this rumor brought to you by Orlando's own whiteboard, apparently. Orlando's own whiteboard, because what happened is one of the guys, I can't pronounce this guy's name, so screw me if I said his name wrong. But, what is his name? What is this guy's name? It's Patricio Garino. All right. Thanks to a friend, a recently signed Orlando Magic for Patricio Garino, who posted a picture of him signing his NBA contract on Twitter with the Magic's whiteboard in the background. We now know Orlando front office has at least some level of interest in Deng or his contract. It was basically joking. Then somebody on Twitter, Vamos patos penidos als ganchos, exitos. If it's translated from Spanish. I mean, it's Spanish. So if you Spanish, you probably understand what I'm saying. Like my man, I think Dan, the Lakers fan, I think he might be Puerto Rican. I'm not too sure. But anyway, if you zoom in on his Twitter thing, right, on the whiteboard, it actually has Deng like players of interest. So I don't know, even though Fagan said this is just a joke, he don't think that's going to happen. But Deng name is actually on this board. It's a trade and Harbro, and it's a trade. So on that board, it got Deng name on there, and they got a whole bunch of other players on there that they're looking at. So we don't know. I mean, they might be in the front office talking. It might make some move with the Lakers. Now, Fagan said that the only way it can happen. He said, "Wait, let me see." I'm gonna read a little bit of it to give y'all a little bit heads up on it. Okay. It said that the Los Angeles Lakers probably wouldn't mind getting out the 4-year, $17 million deal they gave to Luol Deng in free agency last summer. Doesn't seem like a very big assumption to make. Deng posted the lowest point, 7.6, and field goal percentage, 38.6%, average of his now 13-year career during his first season in Los Angeles. And at nearly 32 years old, it seems unlikely he's going to improve much over the final 3 years of his deal, which everybody know. But keep in mind, like I said before, the only reason why the Lakers gave him that deal, number one, they had to spend 90% of that money. After 4 years of going without nobody coming, they got desperate and jumped out and grabbed Luol Deng and Mozgov right off the bat, because they was afraid that they weren't going to get nobody and they were probably going to get that money to an even worse player. So that's why they did that. And based on the fact that Luol Deng's and Maz agents knew that the Lakers were desperate and they had to sign somebody, that's when they threw that 4-year guaranteed contract out there. The Lakers had no choice. Let's be honest. I mean, either that or they would have got somebody. They would have got Scalabrine. And they would probably get Scalabrine, you know, an $80 million contract. But anyway, it said there are 2 problems with any theoretical deal sending Deng elsewhere. However, for one, the Lakers will likely have to give up an asset if they wanted to send Deng elsewhere, and they had previous little in their treasure chest and offers in such a scenario. Now, I said the other issue is whether or not any team will actually be interested in Deng, given his struggles, although that may not be as far-fetched as previously thought. I think Deng still got a little bit left in his tank defensively-wise, but only if he played power forward coming off the bench. That's me, personally. Thanks to a friend, I recently signed, and that's what he was talking about, you know, Orlando Magic for Patricio. But this was Fergie said at the end. Hold on, he said, although to be honest, no one, possibly including the Magic himself, ever really knows what the Magic really doing. So get ready to see Deng get sent out for Aaron Gordon and Merrill Hanzanga as Orlando looked to grab veterans for a little run. And that was just like him throwing a little sarcasm out. If this actually happened, Lakers fans are justified in holding a championship parade even without an actual title, and Rob Pelinka and Magic Johnson should be given lifetime extension. Then he said, this won't actually ever happen. Sorry. And you know what? It's funny, but you never know, man. I mean, even though, you know, we can hope and dream. So I don't want to mess up the dream. Because when I seen this, you know, and I read it before I read it, I was excited. And then I read it, I said, man, this guy got me. You know, he just got me, you know, he got me for a loop-de-loop. But anyway, if the Lakers was to give Orlando Magic Lou Deng, I would give him the 2 second rounders that we got for Boston for Jose Calderon. I would basically give Lou Deng the 2 second rounders, you know, to Orlando Magic. I would give them, and I would throw in Tar Black or somebody else, you know, Tar Black. Who else over there that we could throw in? Corey Brewer. I would throw somebody at him. I would throw everybody. Just take all of them. Take 4 or 5 people. We don't care. Just get rid of it. Just anything to get rid of Lou Deng. I can live with my contract, but Lou Deng contract is a hurting contract. It hurts so much that I broke my spine when they signed him. You know, I broke my spine, and now I'm confined to a wheelchair. And I just need one of you guys to come down in Baltimore, Maryland, and start pushing me up the ramp. Because every time I go up the ramp, I fall back and the rats bite on my forehead. And now my forehead is gashed up. That's why I make no visual videos. Because y'all see rat teeth all in my forehead. Because I live in the worst part of the Baltimore, you know, where all the rats smoke crack. You know, and they talk back to you when you look at them. The cats are even scared. The cats lock the door and don't let you back in. But anyway, I was excited about this. But that's all I want to talk to you guys about. You know, we got the San Antonio Spurs tonight. And, you know what it is. You know, I just want the Lakers to come out and play. Now, if they win, they win. If they don't, they don't. It doesn't matter to me. I just want them to come out and play. As long as they come and play, that's all that matters. Everybody's not always going to shine. It's all good. You know, at least they get a chance to focus on their skills, develop. And I'm going to try to drop some videos for you guys, man. I've been busy, but I'm going to definitely try to drop some videos for you probably tomorrow, something like that. But anyway, it's your man, Urb Bayless. Like, share, subscribe. Tell me what you think about that Lou Deng hoax. I'm going to drop the article in the description box so you guys can check it out for yourself. Anyway, I love you guys. Be safe out there. Enjoy this weather. And most of all, take care.